What's up, everyone? Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, however, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you like what you see. Please hit that subscribe button and that notification button for more updates. Please check out my other movie reviews as well as short films that I've created over time and will continue to create as long as I can. I put a lot of effort in my short films. I have fun doing it. I hope you enjoy them. If you like them, leave a thumbs up as well as comment on my videos. I will get back to you, keep it professional. And to those who've been watching my stuff already and have been subscribed and always supporting, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Please continue to do so. It means a lot. Let's get straight to it. Godzilla x Kong The New Empire gets 2 thumbs up. It was a fun film. I enjoyed it. I think you would enjoy it if you like the other MonsterVerse films with Godzilla and Kong. This was a cool follow-up. I want to say it was a great follow-up because it was a little disappointing with the whole Scar King and Shimo got the Scar Kings takes over Shimo. It's just like a ice lizard or reptile, whatever, Godzilla type of creature titan that Scar King controls Shimo, and Shimo is a threat. It caused the first ice age and it can cause it again when released, and they finally get into Hollow Earth. But I thought Scar King was a little disappointing because I wanted more of Scar King to terrorize Earth when out of Hollow Earth. Of course, Kong and Godzilla stopped Scar King, but I just would have wanted more of that terrorizing, even if Shimo wasn't around. But I guess I wanted to see, out of Hollow Earth and really just being a threat, because, when you're out of Hollow Earth, you seem to be more of a titan and bigger, versus in Hollow Earth, they seem smaller. And I don't know if it's because of Hollow Earth is meant to be bigger and they're, look small. I don't know if it's just CGI and just trying to tell the story. It came off a little weird for me because they're meant to be big out on Earth, but then in Hollow Earth they look smaller, and at times it looks like they're human-sized to a degree, the way it's shot. I don't know, but I mean, obviously they're bigger in the films from the humans. But I mean, just Hollow Earth and outside of Hollow Earth into Earth, it's just there's a size difference to me. So I don't know if that's just how it's meant to be, or that's just filming wise, that was just the constraints. I know the budgeting for this film was the lowest budget out of the MonsterVerse, but apparently I believe it's made its budget back already. They've already greenlit a follow-up for Godzilla and Kong, so I'm sure they'll do a sequel to that, to this film. But I heard that they might do a solo Godzilla film and then a solo Kong film before that, so that would be cool, because who doesn't want more Godzilla and Kong film solo? Godzilla has more titan enemies that we want to see. I want to see Biollante and Hedorah. Of course, Destoroyah should be another titan for Godzilla to face, the main titan, I would say. But I think that's a titan that both him, Godzilla, and I say him, I don't know, him, she, whatever, him, her, that Godzilla could face Destoroyah with Kong. I think Destoroyah is a big threat. From what I'm remembering the old films, it almost killed Godzilla, or did kill Godzilla, or something like that. But I think Destoroyah should be saved. We should get Biollante, Hedorah. People are saying Space Godzilla. I'm like, Space Godzilla was cool, but I don't know if I want to see Space Godzilla in these films. But whatever they're gonna do. So we can get that solo film, one of those creatures, the Titans, and then Kong. Kong doesn't really have enemies like that, so unless Kong borrows Gigan, which is a Godzilla Titan monster, one of those films that instead of Godzilla fighting Gigan, maybe Kong could fight in the solo film or something, or another one of the Titans that Godzilla has in his or her rogues galleries. I'm trying to figure out the word to say. Rogues gallery, because Kong doesn't really have one. Scar King was created for this past film, which was not bad. It's a cool titan to look at. It was just disappointing. And Shimo, that was cool too, but it was just quick. And apparently now Kong controls Shimo, and it's not no longer a threat. So I don't know what they're gonna do with that. And then when the next film comes out for Godzilla x Kong, or if they're gonna do another verse or whatever, a sequel, Destoroyah could be like the main baddie for that. But I don't know if they're gonna continue on with more MonsterVerse films. I think it should be another solo Godzilla, solo Kong, and then one more with both of them and maybe end it. I don't know if I want to see, continue to see these films. I mean, unless there's some type of growth for the characters or human characters, I don't know. And I love the films, don't get me wrong. I just, sometimes you're like, okay, maybe that's enough. Unless they reboot it, I really don't know with that. But I did enjoy the film. I would say if you haven't seen it yet, check it out for like the MonsterVerse films. I think the next Kong film, because I mentioned Godzilla, the enemies, but I think the next Kong film, I don't know the enemy, but if they, what enemy they could use other than maybe a guy given like a set or something. But maybe like the title could be Kong, King of Hollow Earth, and I say that because Kong hasn't been called King Kong yet. We know when it first came out back in the days, it was King Kong. When the MonsterVerse came out, it was just Kong. Kong Skull Island, they just call him Kong, and it's like, I want to hear King Kong, the name. So I think now that Scar King was defeated, the next film could establish Kong being King of Hollow Earth, and then we can get he can get the name King Kong, and it'll be Godzilla X King Kong or something like that. So in the next film when they're together. So I think that's the only thing I got for that. I think that would be cool. And maybe the title, it seems like a title that could definitely happen. Kong, King of Hollow Earth. We had Kong, Skull Island, so it kind of like fits in a way. I think that would be cool. But other than that, I really enjoyed the film. It was the lowest budget. It was the film with the lowest budget that they had to make the film, and you can kind of see. I had to think about it. Did I say that? You can kind of see that the quality was dumbed down from previous iterations, and that's because of budgeting. But it wasn't a bad film overall. Just again, a little disappointing with the villain, and I thought the human element was probably the best out of all the films that have humans involved. Maybe next to Godzilla, King of Monsters, this will probably be the best one. And then Trapper, he was standout character. You have the 2 or 3 returning players who they do what they gotta do. I forget their names and the actors' names, the actresses' names, but I think the guy who played Trapper, the actor that played Trapper, was probably my favorite for the MonsterVerse. As far as humans go, he's probably my favorite right now. Next to, I want to say his last name is Burris, the actor. I think he was funny, but I want to see more from the human side of things. And I think Trapper and the girl who had a big role in the film, I would like to see what happens with them. Someone mentioned that Trapper could be Jet Jaguar, the fighting robot. Maybe they create like a fighting robot, big robot, to face off against Titans, and he can control Jet Jaguar, and that would be pretty cool to see if they decide to bring in Jet Jaguar, who's been in the old Godzilla films. So yeah, I think Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire was a cool addition. If you haven't seen it yet, check it out. Will you be disappointed in the villain? I was. Maybe you won't, but I think that was the only problem I had, was the villain itself. The enemy, Scar King, I wanted more. What came off interesting. I will say what I did really enjoy about the film was that because you have Godzilla, you have Kong, Scar King, and all the other Titans, they don't talk, obviously in human language. They're grunting and they make faces and stuff, but you really you can understand them. That was probably one of the best parts of the film. That when you can't understand the language or whatever the heck they're speaking, but you can feel the emotion and you can understand what they're going through and what they're talking about, or pretty much what it is, what's going on. And I think that's important when you make these type of films, because that's the only way we can kind of feel for these characters, that we can't really relate to. So I thought that was pretty cool. And yeah, that's pretty much my review for Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire. Check it out. Again, I've said that many times already so far in this video. Yeah, and my next film movie review that I will be doing will be Sting. I believe that comes out next week. It's the spider horror type film. I'm pretty interested in that. I saw it a couple of months ago, the trailer, and I forgot about it. So recently I saw a trailer and I'm like, wait, it's coming out. next week or so. So that will be my next movie review thing. It's the name of the title. Look up the trailer if you haven't seen it. And also my latest film project, The Brother-in-Law, has been shot. It's done. I finished editing. I just need to add the credits and maybe like tweak one more thing within the film itself. Maybe add music or some scene. But other than that, it's done. It's complete, and I'm ready to, try to submit that to film festivals. I probably won't put on YouTube right away. I'm most likely gonna try to do the festival circuit first. Normally I don't do that, but I think I'm going to do that with this film. But it is done. I will have pictures posted on my Instagram, EJMJr, and as well as my IMDb page for The Brother-in-Law. And I might make a video separately just to kind of discuss it as well for that and have pictures posted and whatnot. So again, thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, later.